The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Penn State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offense.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Right on the money. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Boilermakers are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Here's a heat. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Keeps the play going. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
At the 28. Now, 4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
In the red area, it's Foster. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
He's got it in. He gets it in. Touchdown, Purdue! Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quickly complete. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wide receiver going in motion. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Makes the grab down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Leaves it with the back. He going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I put my tight end in the slot to get a good matchup, right? And I throw these corner routes to him. Here's the good thing about being a quarterback. I can kind of underthrow those if I want. Those big bodies, they usually come back and get it, and they're so much more physical than the guys they're going against. Nice throw, nice catch.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Boilermakers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Makes the catch. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running behind that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Tight end now in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Boilermakers are on the move. Quarterback making checks. Trying to get the corner. Got room to work. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
The Boilermakers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Slams ahead. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second and goal for this offense. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He tries to take the top off. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the move, he fires. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Back up now, here's 2nd and long.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every weekend. Let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Under fire. And gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. We got a timeout here late in the first. We're trying to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this. The kick will be a little bit closer this time. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. To the air on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen that.
Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And it's no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Sends it downfield. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Makes the grab. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Boilermakers are rolling down the field. He wants to change this route. They'll try to get outside. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. He's got the back in the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding. Football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
The running back has it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. To the ground with the back. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. Turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll keep it himself. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Still on his feet at the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll send the back in motion. After run, now throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Boilermakers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Foster. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Under fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Down to the 26-yard line, and there he goes. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a two-possession game. So they're staying conservative.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Flying down the right side. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That pick by the D might have saved their only... And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running out the clock, a mere formality.